Good afternoon, students. Today we will be starting with the first chapter of political science, that is working of the constitution. Now, what do you mean by constitution? First of all, constitution is the set of all the rules and policies that govern our country. Any institution, even if it is a school, it is a coaching class, or it is a college, they have got their own set of rules which all the people connected to that particular institution have to follow. Same way, all the people living in India who are citizens of India, they have to follow certain rules. These set of rules are nothing but our constitution. It is in the written form known as the constitution. Now first let us see what kind of government does India has. Now Indian constitution governs all the structures created in the constitution, that is at the central level, at the state level, even at the local level. Local means at the village level. And the objective of the Indian constitution is to build up a secular means where all religions are equal, democratic republic. Democratic means where the government is formed from the people, by the people and of the people. That is, who are going to become the ministers, prime minister and all this governing body, they have to be Indian and they are going to be voted by Indians and they are going to work for the Indians. You must have studied the definition of democracy as government of the people, by the people, for the people. Now, what is the exactly meaning? Government of the people means it is made from those people only. Those people are only coming into the government. By the people means these people are only voting for them. And for the people means whatever work the government is doing, it is going to do for the benefit of these people. So Indian constitution's objective is to establish a secular democratic republic. Secular matlab where all religions are equal. You go to other countries, you go to Saudi, there is only one language whom they give the importance, or you can say the authority or the priority, that is Islam or Muslim. So we cannot call that as a secular, but in India you have got the full right to carry all the religions, to follow all the religion directives of your particular religion. So that is known as secular. And democratic where elections are held and a government is formed. Also, it has made extremely important provisions to ensure that citizens get justice and their freedom is protected. Second thing of the constitution is that you have to see that each and every citizen gets freedom and the rights are protected. And it should be such that the society should progress, there should be development of the country, and there should be a social justice, that is all of them should be equal in the society. And the justice, that is the laws for the crime and all, should be the same for everyone. It is not that if a rich person robs, for him the punishment is different, for the poor person robs, the punishment is going to be different. Now this constitution, when it was written, when it came into force, it was 26 January 1950 that we started following this constitution, and that is known as your Republic Day. And from that time the government is working in accordance with these principles. Referring these principles only, the government is taking steps. And overall you can review the entire government in three areas. One is democracy, one is social justice, and third is judicial system. Now what do you mean by democracy? Democracy does not merely means representative structure, but these elections which are taking place, they should be in a fair form. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि elections दिखाने के लिए रख दिया है and afterwards at the gun point making the people vote for them. This is not democracy. So we were seeing what do we mean by democracy. In democracy we were seeing political maturity. Political maturity means the democracy should not just be a word. Democracy should be followed. For example, there is a village and their elections are to be held. Okay, Now the person who is the strongest over there, the landlord, he decides to stand for the elections, and he threatens all the people in the village that if they don't vote for him, they will be killed. Or he is going to offer them some money, okay, giving in the greed that they will come and they will vote for him. Now this we will not say that it is democracy. Just because elections were held, people came, they voted and I won. But this is not known as free and fair elections. So here we will not say that the democracy is saved. So this kind of political maturity should be there when we talk of democracy. Now look at the blue box given in your textbook. Can you tell the reasons for the following changes? Some seats are kept reserved for the women to increase their participation in political process. Why this was done? Because there was very few or zero participation of the women in the political process, and due to that what happened, that issues related to women could not be represented. If a woman participates, gets a seat, becomes a minister, then it becomes easier for the woman, the other woman, to approach her and put the aspect in the parliament with respect to the women. That is why. Second, some seats were kept reserved for the weaker sections of the society so that they can get a share in political power. Now there were weaker sections because of the early made caste and the social systems. But after independence, these all things slowly disappeared. But these people were weaker. They had no participation in the political power. So there were some seats kept for those backward classes, scheduled tribes, scheduled castes, so that people from that section, if he is elected, he knows he has gone through all the pains and he knows properly the pain and the problems of his community, and so he can represent it and he can fight for it better. Then the State Election Commission has been established, because after giving constitutional power to the self-governing institutions at the local level, at the village level, State Election Commission was established so that a proper interface and proper communication can be done among all them within the state. And the 11th and 12th schedule was added to the constitution. This 11th and 12th schedule is nothing but the 73rd and 74th amendment made to the Indian constitution, where we gave constitutional status to the local self-governing institutions, and hence it increased the powers of these institutions at the villages.